Hi, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless collective reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time. But keep in mind it's a general reading. So see what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation. Hopefully help to bring you some clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, narrow your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes, in a new way, in a new light, but in the end, always trust yourself. The divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all lifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with something a little bit different. This is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. Let's just get a foundational energy message. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. What is the foundational message and energy to have awareness of right now for the collective? Please and thank you. Oh, we got a Tower. Ooh, okay, so the biggest thing to be aware of right now is something might change really fast. And this can be anything. It can be an internal tower, your perception upon yourself, your perception upon another person or a situation. You know, you get to know more about someone and all of a sudden the way, you know, you thought you saw them or knew them is totally changed. This could also be something coming in and being taken away. Something has to go away. Something has to change. There was a foundation that was going on that was wobbling a little too much. And it's that final little pusheroo to get something down so you make some changes that are divinely orchestrated and needed because it's going to bring you someplace better. It's going to allow you the, I hear the freedom to do something different. The chance to build something, partnership, yourself, a new idea that you have, something you're pursuing, a new environment that you're in on a solid foundation where the thing that you're building isn't wobbling. It can keep growing. It keeps bringing prosperity in your life. When the Tower comes in, it's all about how you handle it. It's all about your reaction. You're going to sit there in the rubble, or are you going to clean something up? Or is it too much of a mess and you need to take yourself to a different, you know, arena, whatever this is of your life, so you can rebuild the right way this time. Maybe with the right person, maybe with the right tools. It's just getting that chance where sometimes, you know, that thing was wobbling. Sometimes, you know, something wasn't right. It's teetering back and forth. You know, something had to go. And sometimes it's you or someone else that makes that big push. Sometimes it's a divine push. And sometimes you have no idea this is coming. You know, it can be a big conversation. It can be an argument. It can be something stripped away. And sometimes it's something presented to you that just totally changes everything. But it's all about how you react, what you do, and how you change your perception now that you see something a different way so you can rebuild. It's giving you the chance to build again. You have the sun in the background. The lightning makes me think that something might come really fast. This is dealing with a big, major life change. But it's happening and it's divinely orchestrated. It's usually a divine timing kind of thing to take you somewhere else. Sometimes that's a big closed door to get you to the right door that's open. Let's see. What is this big Tower about? I feel like we should clarify with maybe another tarot deck. This is the Animal Tarot deck. Let's get some more information on what this Tower is. This could also be somebody else that you're connected to that's going through a Tower moment. It doesn't have to be yours. I mean, the Tower can be even, it can be a loss, job, partnership, person, opportunity, whatever. But the Tower can also be, let's just say you were single for a very long time. You were very set in your ways. And now somebody is divinely dropped into your life that you want to change everything for. That's a tower moment, because it's changing your whole perspective on what you were building before. And now you're not going to rebuild alone. You're going to rebuild with someone else. That changes everything. Or if you were always rebuilding with another person and that is taken away, you get the chance to build by yourself. Perhaps now or in the future, you get a chance to build with someone else. It's not going to be like that last towery situation. Whatever it is that's coming in is for your highest and greatest good. And that's a blessing. But sometimes when you're in the ruckus, you're in the rubble, you're in that transition, everything's a big old mess of roux. It doesn't feel like a blessing right away. Sometimes it does. It feels like a huge relief. Huge. Why did I just think of Pretty Woman? She say like, huge mistake, huge. That's kind of a tower moment. Hey, look at you, Julia Roberts. And that gave me the goosies. I will find that scene. You know, where she went in and she was just judged. And then she goes back into the store and she has like the credit card and she can, she knows she has the help and everyone, she can buy whatever she wants. And she just kind of goes back in that store and she's like, you know, I could have spent a lot of money here, but you didn't want to give me. You were perceiving me from what I look like on the outside and not who I was on the inside or what I could become. And I'm bringing that tower to you now. That's kind of interesting. I wonder if I can find, I mean, maybe, hey, I'll just put Pretty Woman, that song in for you guys. Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman. Fun fact, that was one of, not the first, well, I guess we'll put this too, the first majorette routine I ever did in a show was Loco-Motion. So I'll put that below. But one of my first ones, or one that was prominent in my memory, is I think there were like 4 or 5 girls, and we all did Pretty Woman, and we had these red baby doll dresses with white feather boas. It was so awesome. Oh, maybe you're remembering like being in a show as a kid, or dancing, or a concert or something that you did. I just see a lot of, I want to say I just see growth. Like you're looking back and seeing how far you've come. I don't know why that memory came back, but let's just get a clarification card on the tower. Rebuilding, please. Oh, you're rebuilding on a solid foundation for sure. This is the King of Autumn, so the King of Pentacles. Look at this beautiful horse. Maybe we'll use the unicorn oracle to clarify. But this is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo kind of energy. This can be you. This could be somebody else coming into your life with a solid offer. Somebody who wants to build real, like a real relationship, a real situation in your 3D, what you can touch reality land. It's not up in the ether here. This is a solid offer. This is somebody who's thinking about long-term investments. This was somebody who knows how to bring prosperity in your life, abundance. This is also a person, whether this is you or someone else, that knows how to work hard, willing to work hard. But there's also a sensuality with the earth signs, because it's all about, touch. So somebody wants to feel something in the reality. Feel maybe even the sweat, the tears, all that, the hard work they put into something, because they want to feel like they're proud of what they built, accomplished, achieving goals. But this is not a king that just had one goal. This is the king that has many goals, that's adjustable and realistic about a situation. They don't want to get lost in dreamy land. They want to see the reality. If it was a problem or didn't work out, how can it be fixed, or how can you move along, or now what you can do different. There's a kind of a flexibility. Upside down, this is a king or a person really wrapped up in only the 3D world. Commercialism, labels, stuff, things that are constantly being brought into his or her life because they feel like that's going to make them happy. That's going to make them happy. that they got that goal, now they can be perceived like this. Sometimes it's a king that's very concerned with how they look to the outside perspective, how everyone else perceives them. They want to be seen as having it all. But there's always that reach for the next goal, because there's always a lack. You know, when those goals are pursued because it's put into reality following the passion, or, you know, the drive and the direction of his or her heart, the clarity of the mind, that's when all that gets grounded into the earth. I feel like this is the king that does need to use a little bit of all the other elements so that this brings the biggest prosperity in. But if this is anybody thinking about you, they're thinking about rebuilding on a solid foundation, doing something the right way, sticking around for it. Let's see what this says. Gypsy Vanner Horse. There's a huge harvest here, a cornucopia of abundance, and the grapes make me think of both celebration and communication. Also community. There's oranges on the trees, or apples, I can't quite tell. Maybe don't compare apples to oranges, you know. Whatever you're rebuilding new, use your lessons, but be open to not be presumptuous on how something will unfold or what it will become. This is somebody compassionate, accomplishment, charismatic, and grounded. This isn't the fastest knight or the fastest king, but he's lasting. Everything's going to turn out great. Projects will be stunningly successful. Hey, exciting new career opportunities are possible, and money or resources that come your way will be invested wisely. This is somebody who only invests his or her time with what or who they see pure potential in. It doesn't have to be the person that's got it all. It's that they see the biggest growth with. So what did I mentioned that unicorn one. So let's do the Oracle of the Unicorns. Let's get one message for you guys on rebuilding, 16, the Tower, and the King of Autumn. Please and thank you. Hope. Look at this unicorn, has a mohawk. You got a sassy unicorn here. Expressing yourself pretty cool. Look at the unicorn in its beard. Maybe somebody has a goatee or a really cool haircut. Maybe it's even that faux hawk, you know, ponytail thing. Oh my gosh, that's the cutest unicorn I've ever seen. Oh, it's even smiling. What does it say? Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. So whenever this comes in, stay positive. Believe in yourself that what's coming through is now going to be long lasting. Look at the light, not at the rubble. Change your focus. Oh, I love this card so much. Oh my God, I didn't even know that was in there. Oh, that's so awesome. All right, let's see. Let's go to, let's do a mindful message, because I'm not really getting specifically that this is necessarily one situation. I think whatever situation this is different for all of you. So for some, it might be a partnership or something like that. It might just be your overall environment. Maybe just some of you are completely moving, you know, moving where you live or something like that. That changes everything. So for some of you, it might be somebody that suddenly comes into your life or leaves your life, or something about your career. But I'm feeling it's very neutral, but that the messages are, I don't know, still, they kind of work for whatever. So pay attention to whatever situation this is for you. And then maybe we'll get a little more clarity and be specific. This is Mindful Messages. One message for the collective, please. Oh, you got some books. What does this say? Expansive. Well, if you now have new territory, you do have to expand what you know, what you thought you knew. Make some room. I am getting that you have to unlearn something so you can relearn something a new way. Every day I'm learning new things and expanding into my highest potential. Maybe some of you are going back to school. It could be that judging a book by its cover situation as well. That could have been towards you or you towards someone else. Maybe you gotta open it up and get to some deeper facets. It could also be that don't assume you know how the ending is going to go or how that middle part is going to go until you're on that page. You know, on the page. Be in the experience. Allow a blank slate, even if you have plans, even if you have the little synopsis of what's kind of going on. I kind of see one of those books, or I think they have it on like Netflix now, where it's kind of like an interactive show. Like, do you want to take this road or do you want to go down that way? It's like, oh, I don't know. I mean, we always have free will. Maybe the outcome or the big parts are always going to kind of redirect you so you have a big experience, but how you get there might be many different ways. I am getting that you should maybe be flexible. Be flexible. And I don't know. I feel like you should get excited too, or else you're going to feel excited once you get into a new adventure. Let's do a divine feather message. What else would be helpful for the collective to know? Please and thank you. This raven. Yeah. This is a powerful card. This is your calling. I don't know why I just heard like it's like that's what you're gonna get in your like little divine like bird call for something. I don't know why I'm hearing bird calls. I don't think that was a real bird, but interesting. A raven can actually talk. They sound exactly like a human. So maybe you're getting conversation, but this is the universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. That's when you notice that things aren't just a quinky dink. It's not just like, oh, that was kind of weird. It's when that kind of weird happens a little too much, and that little weird moment starts to be many moments, and it starts to feel like miraculous moments, miracles. When things that you were thinking in your mind or you were talking about appear in your life. Like the universe is like, here, you know, you were just talking about that. We're going to put it right in front of you today. So you see you're on the right track. Or we're going to put this in front of you today. So you notice that you're supposed to be on a different track. Sometimes there are numbers. Sometimes it's names. Sometimes it's just seeing something that helps clarify of something you were thinking about, like seeing a situation, reading something in a book, seeing something on TV, hearing something in a song, overhearing a conversation. It's just the connection to as within, so without. And when it starts to become all of the time. And sometimes that can be overwhelming. You know, it just, because it does happen in a snowball. And it does happen when you check. You decide to take note of it. That's when it starts happening and manifesting more and more. And when it just feels like your whole life is a miracle. It's pretty cool. Just in case this is about maybe a love situation, let's do a love angel card to clarify. But this doesn't have to be love. It can just be anything that has to do with your heart. So let's get a love angel message on rebuilding, King of Autumn, hope, expansion, and the raven, the universe calling you to notice. Don't ignore those signs. They are going to feel personal. What else does the collective need to know, please and thank you? Distance. So there might be distance, a closed door. Distance also makes me think of traveling. Distance also makes me think of, I don't know. I mean, it can be distance with time, location, Myles. I just thought of many the Myles. That might be Sarah Bareilles. I'm not sure. The Myles. I think it's an old one. The separation you're experiencing is necessary to help a relationship grow. So whatever is separating from you is helping either your own personal growth, somebody else's personal growth, gaining new perspective on knowing how valuable something is when it is not there. That's a really important lesson. So either it's recognizing your value and knowing when the right thing values you and comes into your life with tangible offers, or when something comes back with a tangible offer in the right energy. And that could be a long separation. Sometimes it's just a little bit of time. I don't think that's a time thing, and I don't think it's a miles distance thing either. But it is some kind of distance, and yet there's some kind of connection. I'll show you this. I put this up right. What is this? Deepening a relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. And you have been waiting for this. I guess I put that up right so you could see it. So maybe there's a couple months, a couple days, maybe it's been years. But all that time is giving you the chance to rebuild maybe yourself first. To know how to, maybe if somebody comes back into the picture or somebody new, how to work together to build together. And that's something that you're going to have to open up to as you go through that journey, as you go through that chapter. And if this is somebody else coming in, this distance was a big shut door that you needed, a closed book in a situation, so you can follow new synchronicities, see what you value and you want to pursue and put your energy into, so you are ready for the kind of partnership, whatever that is in your life, even a friendship, where you see it doesn't have to be just on the 3D mundane surface level. It can be deep and tap into all of the elements, all of the facets of you and somebody else. So let's see, where are we at? I am actually going to have to make this reading a short one. I have to head on out sooner than I thought. So, hey, maybe this is a reading that needed to come through. For those of you that might not have that much time today, but let's do one more. Let's do a third tarot card just to clarify the overall energy going on. You know, some days you guys might have a lot of time, and some days we're busy. But I definitely think these messages were important to come through. So let's get one more tarot card to clarify the 16, the Tower, the Raven, hope, expansion, deepening, distance, and the King of Pentacles, please. And we have a match. We have the Queen of Coins. So there's a match coming in. This is two people that want to work together. Doesn't matter the type of partnership it is. Two people that can see how to build on a solid foundation, that want to go the distance, are willing to open up new chapters, maybe keep restoring each other's hope. But this is a really realistic couple. They're sensual, but they want to see the reality in a situation. They want to always correct mistakes, make things better. This Queen of Coins is so productive. She can multitask. I'd like the Queen of Cups. I mean, the Queen of, maybe that was a Freudian slip, the Queen of Coins. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. It doesn't have to be, it's just an energy. This is, I feel like she's kind of the cool queen that can, I don't know, she can make beauty out of nothing. She can take, you know, old clothes and make it look like a ball gown. She can go and use scraps in the refrigerator and make it a, you know, 5-star complete beautiful meal. She's the queen that puts on a gorgeous gown and says, I think I'm going to go build my own like lady shed outside or my own tree house. I'll just look it up on YouTube and figure it out. I got my pink hammer. You know, like she just do it. Somehow she just is somebody who builds. She doesn't get down too far. This is the queen that kind of always gets herself back up, dusts herself off. And I'm like, okay, how can we fix this? She is the queen that wants to have solutions, not get lost in the problems, unless she's upside down. And she kind of has the same energy upside down as that king. A little too much in the material world, a little too much into how they're perceived. Maybe somebody who wants to see everything come to her and doesn't want to put in the elbow grease. Expects too much of others. Puts high expectations on others they can't live up to. She's very helpful. But I would say upside down, she maybe wants to do too much sometimes for others instead of delegating where somebody could be helpful to her. Sometimes she just really wants to do everything herself and doesn't accept help. So she has to be open to know when somebody wants to give back. When somebody might not be as good as her at someone, but maybe they have a different way of doing it, and that is just as good or better for that person. Or how can she be open enough to put the two together and come up with a brand new plan? New tools, a new way. Be expansive. Because she is usually flexible. Here she's totally rigid. Worked one way, it's going to work like that forever. Or her way is the only way to do it. Not this way. She's beautiful. She wants to know more. She wants to be in experiences. She's holding this big golden coin, and what is around her? Butterflies, but leaves? Oh, she has so much growth. This queen has so much potential. It's peaceful abundance. Abundance that comes with this generosity of heart. Upside down, it's wasteful attachment. She's wasting her energy on something that was wobbling or not growing. She's wasting her energy in the places where she wasn't valued. Wasting her time with a big closed book or with people who are judgmental on the cover. Wasting her time not noticing how beautiful synchronicities and guidance is coming into her life to help her rebuild and want her to be abundant where she's satisfied in her heart and her soul, not that empty dissatisfaction that the next goal is going to bring the happiness or that next person is going to make her happy. She has to realize it starts in her. And let's get one more quick message from, do I have it? Let me see. I do. The universe has your back. One more message, please, and thank you. This one. Final message to sum all this energy up. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. I feel so blessed to be here with all of you. A message for the collective, please. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. It's beautiful. Maybe it's the path of least resistance. The stream goes to the river goes to the ocean, following something as it flows, having the right floaty so you can get over the rapids, enjoy the waterfalls, and be peaceful in the walls. And with that, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.